Hello, 7th grade science students. I wanted to share a quick video because I got a lot of questions during my office hours about the project, and I want to make sure that we're clear about what's going on and what we're doing. So if you could just listen up and pay attention, and then after we're done with the video, go and find these things on Canvas so you know where it is and what it is I'm talking about. So the first thing right here is the demographic information. This one is confusing a lot of people. Data set your team is collecting. You're collecting all the data sets. The water quality test, the biosurvey. So you can just put the word all down there because you guys are basically collecting them all, which is the tests are already done for you and they're already on Canvas with the data, but you're collecting and researching and putting the information into this data packet, okay? So the survey packet is basically what you're filling out and turning in. And that's what I wanted you to do, is make a copy of this on a Google Doc so you guys can all do it collaboratively. So here are your group roles, and this is all the data sets, all right? And then for date and time, I had 3 different dates when I went to look through my journal. You can use those 3 dates. You could use one date. It doesn't matter. You can put all the information that you see in here down. But that's where you're going to find it in the Wingfield Pines testing journal. Okay? So that's the information for the first page. The second page, all the information is right in there to find the answer to these questions. Remember, this is abandoned mine drainage. So this is, you're standing on top of a mine, guaranteed, if you're living in Upper St. Clair. It was the Montour mine that was in operation a long time ago, but it's draining water to our waterways that is bad for our organisms that are in there. So that's one of the reasons why we're focusing on this, the idea of water pollution and how it affects an ecosystem. As we continue, this was just some information that you should read through, that words like pH and parts per million, ppm, you're going to see that a lot, and what that JTU means in the pH scale. So look over that information and use that to help you. Here are our sites that we're looking at, all 3 of them. And that's just a basic information page. Now, here are the tests. You are not going down to Wingfield Pines to test this. This has already been provided for you. And you're like, well, where is all that? Well, if you're asking that question, that means you really didn't look, on Canvas. It's right here. Okay, this is the introduction that I start with. Here is my testing journal. Here are the water quality tests that feature all of the information that you need. And here is test number 7, the water and soil assessment, the visual assessment, and then all the biosurveys. That's all the information that you need to fill out this packet. Okay, some of them you have to watch videos and take screenshots of. Some of you have to listen to the video to make the rating. But just as a quick example, so you can figure out how this works, if I click on, let's say, site 1, and I click on, say, dissolved oxygen, or let's say pH, since that's one of the first tests, I look at my color here, and I compare it using my chart. And to me, that's like a 7, almost like a 6, between a 6 or 7 or 6.5. And if I go back to my document, my case study document, under where it says pH, I can figure out my rating right here. And the rating was like between a 6 and a 9, so that's probably good rating at site number 1. And then I can make sort of an average of the 3 sites and put that in there. Ultimately, after you've created all the site information for sites 1, 2, and 3, and then all the information for the visual assessments, you're going to create a conclusion with your group that you will type out and, basically tell me, do you believe that the mine water reclamation system at Wingfield Pines is doing what it is intended to do? So that's the basic understanding of what we're doing within this survey. So if you have any questions about that, I'm going to explain another video to help you guys get started with the group work. But This should help to understanding how to actually finish this dock.